Hi guys, today I will show you guys how to install Jenkins on Ubuntu, and for that uh, the first prerequisite you must have on your machine, that is Java. So first I'll check if I have Java in my machine or not. So I don't have Java, so I can install Java from these command that's shown by Ubuntu here, and specifically I don't need any specific version of Java in my machine, so I can probably install with any of command because I just want to run Jenkins. But yeah, it's up to the scenario where you guys need a particular Java version in your machine so that you can install by your own requirement. But I am just having the default version that Ubuntu is supporting here. And in the time being the Java is installing, so I'll talk you about. So these are the steps that we will follow to install Jenkins. So we'll add the repository in the apt list, and via that we will install the Jenkins. And there are some other ways as well where we can install Jenkins. So we can also install the war file of Jenkins from Jenkins.io, the official website of Jenkins, and from where we can download the WAR file, and then we can run that WAR file on a machine to install Jenkins in the machine. But I am doing this way, and this command will only work on Ubuntu operating system. And if you guys need uh, what kind of installation we need to do if we have Windows or Mac OS, do let me know in the comment section. So I'll create a video for separate video for those for Windows and Mac as well. So my Jenkins, the Java is installed here. So let me see which version that installed. So by default it is installed Open JDK 11. So no problem. I just need to have Java to just install my Jenkins. So I don't need any specific version. So I just copy paste this command here. So it will just add the JPG key for Jenkins, and then this command it will add the repo list in my apt, and then I need to run sudo apt update. Yeah, so it is done, and now we need to simply apt install Jenkins. So do y here. So these command I will add into the description section, or I will add the link that I am following for DigitalOcean how to install uh, Jenkins from in Ubuntu via this. I'm following this particular link, and via WAR file. This is the Jenkins IO where you can download the WAR file to get installed. So I'll show that WAR file method in a separate video. So here, keep installing the Jenkins. So I have installed the default JRE just because I'm not doing anything on this system. But in some scenarios, if you're any other Java services running on a machine where that particular application requires a specific version of Java, so you can install that, and via that you can after that you can install Jenkins. But in my case, it was not. I'm not using this machine much, so I'm using. So for me, any Java version can work here. So that is why I just install the default JRE, and by default Ubuntu giving me 11, JDK 11. The time being, I'll show you the war method as well. So here we the process, like if you want to run the war file, so via this link you can install the war file. Once you install the war file, so there is a Java command where you can run a java-jar and the Jenkins war file, and this is the simple localhost by default Jenkins running on 8080 port, so you can use this, and this is the war file for Jenkins. You see, you can install the war file from here, and then you can run it simply via java-jar command. So here the Jenkins is installed. Now we can check the status if it is running. Yes, it active and running. So let's go into the browser now and check localhost 8080. It's the default sign in page is coming. So here it will asking for the administrator password. So we just need to go here in this path and just check the so I need to use sudo here. So we just need to copy this. It's a one-time process. After that, you just need to create your own profile and log in so that you can log in into the machine. And here Jenkins giving you an option whether you can install some suggested plugin by Jenkins. So you can install those. Otherwise, if you have some sort of list that you can use in Jenkins, you can follow that. So I'm following the suggested version only because I don't have any things in my mind. So these will the things that Jenkins will install, all these the plugins that they have, like folders, timestamper, git, ldap, although I don't need all those, and because if I'm using, so I don't need, I think, ldap, but yeah, in some of scenarios we are using ldap to authenticate Jenkins, so that is why it's default plugin. And if you have some sort of list that you want to install, that plugin that you want to install specifically, you can opt the second method and choose whatever the plugin that you required. So you can do that as well. So it will take some time to install all the plugin. So, and also we'll cover in Jenkins videos is first I'm showing you how to you can install the Jenkins. In the future videos I'll show you how you can simply create the Jenkins job to build any CI/CD. I'll show you like any Java application, test or sample application. I'll show you how you can build those application via Jenkins and how you can perform the deployment. Like it's simple. If it's simple as jar file, how you can run it on a via Java-jar command, the same that I show you for war file. And also I'll create a scenario where I can install Tomcat web server, and in that I can show you how you can run the war file via Jenkins automatically to complete the CI/CD cycle. Also, these are the freestyle jobs I'm talking about. Also, I can show you how you can create the pipelines, and that Jenkins support the multiple pipeline, scripted pipeline, declarative pipeline. I'll show you what the difference between both, how you can create, and so those are the things I'll show you so that you can have the better idea how to do the CI/CD. So in which we will perform all the life cycle, that how to check out from the source, then how you can build the code, either it's Java or Python or Angular, any sort of uh, scenario. I'll show you all the scenario one by one. And then if in some of the organization there is a requirement where you can upload the artifact outside the Jenkins, like in the JFrog or Artifactory you are using. In some of the scenario, people are using S3 bucket of AWS. So I'll show you how you can do that as well to store the artifact. And while doing the deployment, I'll show you how you can download those artifacts and deploy into the server. So all these things I'll cover in future for this Jenkins videos that I'll create. And if you have any specific thing that you want me to show, you can also comment me in the video so that I can create a video on that particular specific topic. So I'll cover that as well. And one more thing, by default, when we are using the Jenkins installation via Ubuntu, so by default, this is the version that Ubuntu is giving me. But if you go into the specific, the official website, it will show you the latest version. That is, yeah, this. It's a stable version, 2.346. 2.346. But uh, now that this particular version is also available, 2.358, but that is not, you can say, it's not tested version, fully tested version by Jenkins. That is why Ubuntu just giving the repository for this particular version. But if anyone required any specific version, they can simply install the war file and follow the steps that I'll show you here. I showed you here how you can simply run the java-jar file, java-jar and then the war file, and then you can simply run the Jenkins and the browser with the same step that I have showed you earlier. This. It will take some time more. Usually it's not taking that much time, but I'm not sure why. Oh, not sure why it is taking too much time. Let me check my internet speed. If it is, oh, issue is with my internet speed, I think. Yeah, I have 200 Mbps plan, but I think it is almost done. Sorry, guys. Due to my internet speeds, you need to wait for this. It's got it done. So now you can create your own user. So let me create a user admin and password. I'm just doing 1234. 1234. I'm giving admin as name and then save and continue. Not required the email ID as well. Admin at gmail.com. No problem. This is the correct URL. We can just so now it's Jenkins. So here you'll see this is a Jenkins console, and if you want to create any new job, and so you just simply click here and you have these kind of jobs that I was talking earlier, the freestyle project, the pipeline, multi-branch pipeline. So I'll show you all in the future videos of Jenkins. But before that, I'll show you a few things here. Like you can go into the manage Jenkins and the plugin that we have installed. If you want to see what all plugin that we have, and so you need to click on manage Jenkins. And these are the updates for the plugin that we have created. So here there was error checking while update file already exists as. So we can ignore that, no problem. But these are the available plugin that is on Jenkins, but these are the installed that we already installed while install the Jenkins. So these are the by default plugins that installed by Jenkins. But in that, if you require any new plugin that is required in your organization, let's suppose if I need AWS plugin, so I just AWS. So you see this, it just started loading whatever I have I want to install. You can go there again, go into available, go into AWS, and then you can see which AWS plugin that you want to install. So let's suppose, let me install this S3 Publisher. So there is an option install without restart, download now and install after, download now and install after restart. So some of the plugins required a restart, and some of the plugin we install and it not required restart. So let us see if I'm choosing this install without restart, what will happen. So these are the plugin that it's create and it is in pending. And if you want to run, if you want to restart once these installed, then you can click here, right? But let me about this. I don't need that right now. I just wanted to show you guys. And this is the default page of Jenkins. And here you can see all these options where you can see the what is the load on your Jenkins, the system logs, any error, system related information, all those things. Here you can see Jenkins CLI if you want to run anything. And here if you have any Jenkins user you are creating, you can see you can create other user and give them access in the Jenkins. So these are the options that you have in manage Jenkins. And here this is manage node and clouds. Let's suppose we'll speak more about this in future, but yeah, I'm giving you a brief idea here. So in Jenkins, you heard about master slave configuration where you have other slaves that you can add in Jenkins. So you can configure all those from here and you can see the status from here. It's the same way there's the global settings and path, global tool configuration. So I'll show you all these things by example in future videos. So this video is totally just about how you can install Jenkins and how you can access the GUI of Jenkins. And in the future videos, I'll cover all the topic that I was talking about. And if you have any specific thing on which you want me to create video, I can do that as well. Please let me know in the comment section. And also please subscribe my channel so that I can create more videos for you in the future as well. Thank you for watching my video.